Hi, Leo, and welcome to your Tarot Video Scope for 17 by hour. This will be for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. Please always listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you. For those of you who would like to know more, I made a whole new reading for you for download and purchase. The link for that is right down here. Click in the show more description box. In the extended video, the new video for Leo, I did an Akashic reading. I'm doing an energy clearing, and I'm also sending to you some Reiki healing. If you'd like to schedule a private consultation with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also contact me through the website amalightworker.com. I will be doing a live streaming in the first days of October, so please stay tuned for that. When you subscribe, and thank you for subscribing, if you notice next to the subscribe button, there is a little bell icon. Click on that. That will turn on the notification button. This way, you will be notified immediately every time that I do a live streaming or every time that I am uploading the new videos. And it is holiday season, so allow me to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to you, your family, and your loved ones. Now, allow me to tune in this reading for you. The general feelings that I am picking up for you, Leo, have to deal with an important career move or some success in your career, something that you could be receiving from a legal case or in regards to a legal case. Um, Making some peace, relaxation, feeling joy, reconnecting with your own inner self and your childlike nature, feeling creative. This could also be the celebration of a big news. I keep getting also maybe being a little bit upset by certain comments or stressing out a little bit about something, but this could be a little bit of an exaggeration in your mind and having to make some important choices, decisions, having to choose a direction, and maybe also having to deal with someone that in some way it's either flirting with you, or maybe you have some very strong physical attraction. Now, allow me to break it down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up for you for this reading, this is the Page of Wands. And this card could be representing you because it represents a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So this could be the Sun sign, the rising sign, or the Moon sign. So that card could represent you. To me personally, this card also represents the business owner, and it means a message coming from far. This could also be a spiritual or philosophical message, represents someone who is full of energy and ready to satisfy your curiosity in new places. And sometimes it also means center of attention to a leader. And sometimes it also means naivete, represents naivete. So now allow me to tune in so I can focus and figure out what is it that this card showed up in this reading. In one way or another, you are going to be at the center of things or feel like you are at the center of attention. This could be a particular person paying particular attention to you, compliments to you, maybe feeling valued, appreciated. And this could be in a work-related sense. So this could be a boss or a supervisor rewarding you in some way. This could be about a bonus or a promotion. You could also be given more duties and more responsibilities. And I also keep getting that attention could be showing up for you in a whole different way. So if you are in a steady relationship, this could be your love partner making you feel like you are the center of their world. And I keep getting that for many of you Leos are going to be some very important development in terms of a relationship. Some of you could hear back from someone maybe that you were romantically linked in the past, and it could be that long distance communication or communicating back and forth with someone who lives at a distance. So there is going to be some sort of a reconnecting. For other Leos, this could also be, it doesn't directly mean traveling, but this could be about travels. For some of you, I keep getting that you will be traveling in December and you are going to come back right on time to celebrate the festivities, New Year's or Christmas. That's going to be the case for some of you. This is going to be also for those of you who are involved in social media, writing, creating. You could be celebrating a huge success, or maybe you have reached a milestone. You could be celebrating some sort of an anniversary, like maybe publishing a book and there's an anniversary about that. Um, or an anniversary coming up. But whatever this is, it does feel that many of you will be celebrating you achieving a milestone. Please be careful with how you are going to introduce yourself to someone, how you are going to be presented in a situation, or how a situation could be presented to you. You could misjudge somebody's intentions toward you, or somebody's particular attention toward you, or their compliments. So there's some weird vibration or some weird things going on with someone who is some way it's flirting with you or is giving you a compliment. I don't know what that is. So that's going to be the case for some of you, or maybe you want to be very careful with that. Maybe this person is not available, or maybe the situation is inappropriate. And some of you could be settling a little bit more in some new endeavor. So if recently you started a business, you could be settling a little bit more on that, feeling more secure. And if you do have a business, in some ways, this could be you getting better control of your business ideas, managing your business better, and some opportunity and success that will show up for you in terms of your business if you are a business owner. The next card that you have, this is the Queen of Swords. To me, it represents an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. To me, the Queen of Swords represents a lawyer, a therapist, a coach, someone who works for the law enforcement agencies. Or it also symbolizes someone who offer you advice from his or her experience, or somebody who will be offering to you practical help. So now allow me to tune in so I can figure out what does this mean for you and why is it that this showed up in your reading. You could be maybe you have a partnership relationship with this Queen of Swords. For some of you, this could be an ex or a soon-to-be ex. Maybe together you were linked in a business way, or maybe you used to be married together. So for some of you, this could be some legal paperwork, some legal action for the two of you, either to get together in a partner sense, maybe in a business, or to separate if you already are partners, maybe, and you are now looking to separate the business and to grow and move forward on your own. And there's going to be legal documents and and the legality and legalities involved with that. For other Leos, this could be in regards to some legal action being taken, important contracts or important documents and paperwork being signed, or maybe something is being approved or happening. If you were expecting something in regards to um, legal stuff, maybe this is coming through. This could also be about some of you legalizing your union, therefore you could be married legally, but this could also be, because there's a duality in this reading, this could also be maybe you are now going to be officially be married, maybe not necessarily having the big wedding ceremony, but at least maybe getting like the license to get married. And for other ones, this could be legally parting ways, legally splitting up. But if I'm saying this, this will only apply to those of you Leos who maybe had some separation proceedings pending, or some maybe divorce proceedings pending. It's not just coming out of nowhere just like that. The next card that you have is the Nine of Cups. To me, it means it falls in the position of the near future, and to me, it means being happy, feeling happy. It also represents indulgences, how you indulge yourself. It also means hospitality. Hospitality, it also means giving and receiving, but first and foremost, giving. And to me personally, it also means pampering yourself. So it does feel that some of you Leos are going to particularly be very happy. There's going to be a sense of you relaxing, maybe because something is happening or something came through for you. Now you can relax more. I also keep getting the completion of something of importance. So I don't specifically know what is being completed, but I do know that the occasion calls for a celebration, or the occasion calls for a toast. For some of you, I keep getting that you are going to receive a very good news from somebody in the family. Maybe they are the one getting engaged or married. I also keep getting that the sense of emotionally supporting one another. At least emotionally, you are going to feel grounded or grounded again and very supported. This could be other family members, siblings trying to support you. This could be the result of everything that you have done and how everything is now being repaid, how karma is repaying you, and you are going to have a whole new sense of being grateful and being fulfilled. I also keep getting that many of you could be indulging a little bit more during this holiday season. You could be eating a little bit more. You may be a little bit more sensitive to sweets, or maybe you develop sweet tooth. So for some of you, you really need to be careful with when you indulge with food. There's also going to be a time for you when you are really going to maybe restructure the vision that you have for your future, going within, time for you to reflect, and maybe time for you to reflect about what is working for you, and maybe make some improvements to that, or maybe figure out what exactly is not working for you anymore and trying to let go of it. And maybe that's why something around a separation is showing up. Is showing up, or parting of the ways. For some of you, could have been with a business partner, and now trying to be on your own. You are going to have a sense that the energies are shifting around you, because you are going to feel this boost to your ego, this self-confidence. You are going to have a lot more enjoyment. Maybe things that you thought they were going to be a little bit difficult, now they're happening with a lot more ease. For some of you, they want me to mention your husband's side of the family. If you are not married, maybe you are in a long-term relationship, but they are talking about your husband's side of the family, and they are talking about some very significant and interesting news. Some of them be coming to visit you, and I also keep getting that many of you will get to know so in different traditions they do it differently, but when you bring someone home, like your girlfriend or your boyfriend, to introduce this special someone to your family and loved ones, it does have a meaning that the relationship is stronger or they have serious intentions. So that would be the case for some of you, because I keep getting you meeting his family or you meeting her family. The next card that you have is the Nine of Swords. To me, the Nine of Swords, it means a little bit sadness, grief, over worry, anxious, self-critical, but at the same time it means that the situation is not as bad as you make it in your mind. Maybe you are exaggerating a little bit the situation in your mind. Now, allow me to figure out what this is all about. I keep getting that some worries are coming because many of you need to either get a better grip on the situation or maybe you need to get some clarifications. It does feel that you could be misinterpreting somebody's signs, somebody's intentions. You could be misinterpreting some information being presented to you. I also keep getting that some of you are going to be really pissed off because you notice that maybe you are getting locked out of certain accounts, email accounts, other accounts. So it could be a little bit frustrating for some of you having to deal with these kind of issues. And you also be worried that a situation with someone, you fear a little bit that maybe is going to backfire. It feels like almost as you are trying to avoid a situation. You are trying to avoid being involved with someone. You are trying to avoid having to make a choice or a decision. Please be careful with your sleep because some of you could be losing sleep because of something. Maybe, as I said, you are overly worried about something to the point that you'll be losing sleep. And again, please be careful with I keep getting digestion issues for some of you Leos or even headaches. So please be careful with that. The next card that you have is the Two of Swords. So falls in the position of the possible outcome, how to keep and maintain balance. To me, it means undecisiveness. It means having to make a choice, feeling caught between two situations, two choices, two people. It also means instinctual direction, a direction that comes as an instinct, and you are now arguing with yourself, contemplating, do you dare to explore this option? Do you dare to explore this new direction? And maybe this is where a lot of your insecurities are coming from, and from the Nine of Swords as well. It does feel that in the last 2 years, you have made some important improvements. In the last 2 years, maybe you struggled a little bit to find a job, but then you are able to either find a job and you are now focusing to make a career, to achieve something significant with your work, or maybe in the last 2 years you decided to be self-employed or investment or real estate, or maybe in the last 2 years you have particularly struggled with a legal situation, immigration, or a relationship. And now it does feel that for some of you, you are going to reevaluate everything that you had to go through, and it seems like you are also calculating what else do you need to do and how much struggle would that require. For some of you, you'll be thinking maybe you need to go back to school, and maybe you are thinking, is the sacrifice going to be worth it? You're going to have to spend, quite a lot of years until you graduate. For other Leos, this could be maybe you need to make a decision. Some opportunity will be presented to you, and maybe you need to either accept or reject. So it does feel like maybe you need to take your time with it. It doesn't feel like you shouldn't rush yourself to make a decision right away. So take your time with it. But I also keep getting a sense of impatience. This could be you being particularly very impatient. This could be other people around you having issues with being impatient, and that is affecting you. A lot of people around you could be like out of control or very impatient. I also keep getting that. Please don't be blindsided, and I keep getting that sometimes it is about the truth, and it is about you having to figure out a simpler and an easier way out of a situation that to you feels very complicated. Maybe it's not as big as you make it in your mind, and maybe that solution will come in a way that is not forceful. Or if you have to make a choice between two things, maybe one of these choices won't be available to you anymore. So that makes your choice easier. I feel like many of you are going to think a lot about a venue. Um, the place of gathering is going to be over somebody's house, your house, a restaurant. It feels like a lot and long conversations about this meeting or about this gathering. And if there is anything that you yourself personally needed to understand about your own inner struggles, about your fears, it feels like intuitively you are going to make that big realization about your self. So it is about looking at everything with the eyes of intuition. Allow your intuition to guide you. So I hope that this made sense to you, Leo. Leave me a comment right down here below. Remember, if you'd like to know more, click in the link down here below. I made a whole new video for you with your Akashic reading messages, and in some aspects that reading goes a little bit more in depth. I also cleared your energy, and I did send to you some Reiki healing. Click in the link to purchase that video if you are interested. Email me for a private consultation, amalightworker@gmail.com. Visit the website, amalightworker.com. Remember the live streaming coming up in work. Tune in for that. Thank you again. Subscribe if you like my videos. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you, your family, and your loved ones.